Hi guys, and happy weekend. So we survived that full moon in Pisces, and I know some of you loved it. Some of us were like, we're over it. I'm an air sign, so I'm pretty much done anytime that I have to deal with anything that has to do with emotions, right? But we've made it through, and today we are doing our reading for the week of September 7th to September 13th. Now, before I begin, there is a Labor Day weekend, I believe that's what it's called, sale in the shop. So if you use code FLAME, you will get 33% off shop-wide and for workshops. And if you use code BRUJA, you get 20% off those readings. Remember, I am currently at a 30-plus day processing time. So thank you for your patience. Thank you for keeping me busy. And we are now scheduling readings for February of 2021. I know it seems like a long wait, but it all happens at the right time. So today we are using the Tarot of the Divine as well as the Oracle of the Hidden World. So I wanted to do like a little mix. And what we're doing is we're just taking a look at the energy for this coming week. So let's go ahead and get started. And as you can see, we have some primal crystals going on here. We have our ammonite to connect you to that inner primal energy. And we have the stardust quartz, or the chicken nuggets, aka the stone or crystal of your inner crone and your inner primal energy. Over here, we are enhancing the reading with this beautiful golden healer quartz. And that's it. That's our little, that's our lineup for today. Those are our little friends. So what I want to do is remind you guys that in a collective reading, not every single card will speak to you. So just take what you need and leave what you don't. And we are just opening up our channels and just welcoming any type of guidance for this week to come, whether it's internal guidance or external guidance. So let's go ahead and take a look. We start with that page of coins. So this coming week, you definitely do not want to overthink things too much. It's going to be a very intuitive week, and you are going to feel this good energy. Sometimes that could actually become very confusing, especially if you like to work off logic. If you like to be exact on something, next week for you may feel a little bit too much. Now, the reason here we don't want to overthink things is because you want to be led by that gut instinct. You want to be led by your intuition. This is actually easier said than done, especially for us people who are intuitive, but we're also logical thinkers. So when we move on to the next one, we see the Six of Coins. You may be actually finding yourself next week really helping someone and using your wisdom when it comes to offering your words of advice. There may be a lot of claircognizance coming through, which means that you may know exactly what to tell people, but not know exactly how you know these things. And this is all about connecting to that inner wisdom. So next week, just set some boundaries, but also allow yourself to offer help. If someone needs help around you, stop dimming yourself. You actually have what it takes. You're actually wiser, and you know this, you just don't give yourself credit for it. So it's really trusting this energy that comes through. But once again, make sure that you do have some boundaries, because you have to stop at a certain moment and you have to make sure you're taking care of you. Too much of a good thing can actually lead you to become overexhausted and overwhelmed, especially if you're not taking a moment for you. When we take a look at the next one, we see the Eight of Swords. So next week, once again, as the first card kind of says, be very, very careful with how you're thinking, how you're talking about yourself, how you're thinking about yourself. When we see the Eight of Swords, we see a lot of that mentality that may lead you into anxiety, right? Too much overthinking will lead us to anxiety, will lead us into thinking, why is this happening for you? You want to kind of change this a little bit. Instead of thinking, why is this happening for me? My grandmother used to always say, why is this happening for me, right? And when we kind of change it a little bit like that, we're able to see the lessons behind a situation. You may be feeling a little bit trapped here. You may be feeling paralyzed. So there may be something that you're going through, that you're hitting a wall. Now, seeing when you feel like this next week, Don't try to come to a conclusion. Try not to act out on your emotions. Allow yourself to breathe. You're a very patient person when it comes to other people, but when it comes to yourself, you need more nurture. You know, you are this amazing person to other people, but when it comes to yourself, you beat yourself up too much, right? So let's go ahead and see here how these cards are speaking. So we're going to pull 3 more. And what we see is insight. I love how insight is going with that reverse page of coins. You know, next week is all about your intuition, about that insight. Really, really trust it. It may not make sense at first, but it's definitely going to lead you where you need to go. Once again, try to find balance between both of those energy, your sacred femininity and your sacred masculinity. By finding this balance, you are able to then be intuitive, but also a logical thinker. This is something that we can do, right? But we gotta find balance. We can't be one or the other. We have to work with both. Now, seeing the next one, this is understanding the authority of spirits. When we see this particular card, this is a reminder that it doesn't matter how many arrogant people you're dealing with, how many people are trying to manipulate you, what people think it's best for you. At the end of the day, you are your own authority. You are your own leader. Try to stop dimming who you are for other people. We cannot dim ourselves to make other people comfortable. Those people that love us will love us in our brightest and in our dimmest, right? But for you to kind of put yourself down or not celebrate something because it's going to make someone uncomfortable, you got to really take a look at those relationships. You tend to dim yourself a lot, hence why you're being told to use and trust your wisdom. You know, because the thing is that if I dim myself, and I know I'm wise, but I don't want to put it out there, I fall into this whole fight within myself, my brain, my ego versus my own energy, right? And that is something intuitives go through a lot. So make sure that you're not dimming yourself anymore. If somebody cannot handle you, that's on them. Stop dimming yourself for other people's comfort, you know, because at the end of the day, this is your life. Stop doing what other people think it's best for you. At the end of the day, you know yourself more than anybody else. And when we take a look at the last one, we see that energy of the Fae, which I love to see because here we're about to go into fall. So seeing this, we see you growing. We see you expanding. We see a blossoming, a flowering, right? So we're still seeing that energy of the shift, you know, and like we've said and we've seen all over the place, you know, 2020 is the year of a shift. 2020 is where a lot of our old ways are dying down. We're getting esoteric message after esoteric message, you know, so it's been a pretty wild ride, but look at us. We're still here. It's like the Paul Rudd meme. Look at us. We made it. We're still here. We just got to turn everything to a meme, right? So before we go in hair talk, I know last week you guys were like, where your curls go? I just straightened my hair a little bit last week because I like to mess around with it. And here we go. I washed my hair last night for you and woke up like this, all right? And September 1st will mark 5 months since I've been letting my hair grow. It's pretty long, I think. I actually had it in pigtails yesterday because now that it's long enough, I feel like I don't have to wash it every day. I hate washing my hair. Do you guys? Like, I hate washing my hair. Even at this length, it's like, I don't want to wash my hair. So I hope that this reading spoke to you guys. If you guys remember to follow my Facebook, follow my Instagram, and check out the shop if you ever want a reading, right? So I will see you guys next weekend. Lots of love and light to you all. I love you. Thank you for being here and blessed be. Bye-bye.